Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this stupendous Sunday. And you're looking absolutely amazing, by the way. And this morning we're talking about Sebastian Rogers, as there's been quite a lot of craziness going on in that case. And it beggars belief. Beggars belief. Now, tonight we're going to be doing a live, so keep your eyes well and truly peeled for that, as we will be heading back over to our favourite place on earth. That is Moscow, Idaho. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. But like I say, Sebastian Rogers talking now because there has been sort of an explosion in information. People are saying that there's this hoax going on, which appears, I'm going to strip it down bare bones, it would appear that some fucking lunatic from overseas hijacks an account and claims to have found Sebastian. All about money, readies and money. But look, a lot of craziness around this case. When again, stripping it down, bare bones, this is just about a young lad who has gone missing. He's vanished like a fart in the wind, my favourite phrase. And I think what happens is sometimes there is so much focus on the craziness of it. And like I say, the hoax is a hoax and he's been found and fake kidnapping, that we kind of lose sight on the fundamentals of it. You know, the absolute bare bones basics of what is actually happening, what's going on, what should be happening, what isn't happening, and the things that we should really be taking notice of. And perhaps those things, if we do fully take notice of them, that will paint a better picture of what's going on here. Now, I did a video the other day calling out the proud feet, as I call them. I know that's not the right terminology. It should be called the proud foots. I just think it's funnier to say proud feet, okay? But yeah, because what's always grinded my gears is the fact that these sort of stepdad and mum have done some things and not done some things that enrage me, and it's reminiscent of the Michael Vaughan case. You know, Michael Vaughan, young lad, walks out, and you know, people are so quick to jump in the defence of parents and say, "Oh, you can take your eyes off the ball, and your children go missing." Well, I don't know anyone whose children have gone missing. I don't know anybody who's lost their children. I do, however, know lots of people who are aware of the risks of, say, leaving your 5-year-old out in the back garden alone without the gate being locked and a lock out of reach of the child. I know lots of people who are able to have children, understand the risks, evaluate and put in place things to get around that. And it's the same with the proud feet. They say so many things about how volatile Sebastian could be at times, and you know, we know how people with a high functioning autism they're very resourceful. They're very resourceful. They can be very emotional and reactive as well. So you've got a mother who seemingly works for a security firm, yet doesn't have any form of security on her property. So that, to me, is some fucking red flag. And you've also got what's happening now. And let me just skip through on the here. Let me just scan that across, and we'll have a look at this. This post, by the way, is just they're just talking about this the hoax, but it's like this post here. Someone online, you know, Sebastian's mum and dad have not searched for Sebastian one time in 56 days, but have time to go bike shopping. They do not care, and in my opinion, they are guilty. Now, that's just someone's opinion, but it don't look good, does it? It doesn't look good when you've got a child that's missing, and you're, instead of being out there and searching, your mentality is to go bike shopping. Now, I stuck up for them at the beginning and was like, maybe you just don't search because you've got shit to do that you can't get out of. You've got commitments that factor into your way of life. Like work, for instance. You have to go to work, you have to pay bills, and the bills aren't going to go away just because your life is in turmoil. But I think I was being too kind. And we see on here as well that there's another post. I can't remember if it's here actually, but it says that they've decided to put all of their differences aside. The proud feet and Seth, the dad, they're going to put all their their arguments, their disagreements to the side and work together. Is that going to happen? Is it going to happen? Things need to change in this case. Seriously, things need to. People don't just vanish, and the more this goes on, and the more that time passes, the more that I now any thoughts and feelings I had about Sebastian getting up of his own volition and leaving, and perhaps just being resourceful enough to escape and get away. Perhaps something happened and he was triggered, he flipped, which seems to be what they were alluding to, that he had this almost like a volatile nature in the background. Well, if that's the case, then what was your contingency for that? What was your contingency for dealing with that? Because it don't seem like there was any contingency. And again, it takes me back to cases like Michael Vaughan, where he would leave, he would walk out, he would get out the gate, he would be seen walking up and down the streets. But this is a really young child. But what was done to counteract that risk? It's like what I always used to say. It's almost like people get shots over the bow, but they never do anything about it. And then something massive happens, and then this bubble around them comes up, and it's like, well, even though you are rarely to blame, nobody dares blame you. And, it's like Madeleine McCann. We can even go to that case. We've got, at the heart of it, parents who care more about going to a bar and having drinks with friends than making sure that their children are safe. That's okay until the shit hits the fan and my child goes missing. But then there's this bubble of protection that goes up. It's all about making sure that they're okay when the issue stemmed from your behaviour, the things that you did and didn't do. And with this case, Sebastian, what wasn't done, and one of the big things that's sticking out like a sore thumb to me is that the parents are just not, and I say parents, stepdad and mum. With regards to the dad, I hear now he has done a polygraph test and he has passed that polygraph test, which puts that to bed. Not that everybody trusts polygraph tests in the grander scheme of things. They're not the be-all and end-all. They don't prove really anything. But what we do know is Sebastian's missing. He's not been found. He's been missing for over 50 days. And we've got situations that when you look into them, like not searching, like doing things like bike shopping, fucking motorbike shopping when your child's missing. Just red flags to me. Just red flags to me. Even if they didn't do anything, it's almost like, why are you not getting involved in the search? It almost makes you feel, what, are you not completely distraught and fucked up over the fact that your child is missing? Something don't sit right here. Something don't sit right. Let me know what you think. What is going on in this case? Where is Sebastian? Where is he? And are they ever going to find out what happened to him? It's TBI, remember. Think Summer Wells. I'll catch you all in the next one.